2,000 miles away from home. A couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road. I'm headed to LA. I'm headed on my way. I'm headed on my way to LA. Headed on my way soon.
Couple thousand miles, throw it on the dash. Shit, 10,000 hours, can't let them pass. Yeah, well, I was putting time in, you was pulled up wildin'. You always had shit to say, now when I see you, it's silence. Thought I'd have a Grammy by 25. Commas after commas next to dollar sign, yeah. Had to remind myself why I'm living this life. Look at all the late nights, it'll all come in due time, yeah.
Made for the fight, for the pain and the climb. Tied to the life I chose. Stay through the night, another day, not a dime. Race against time. I couldn't just lay by and wonder what I could have made mine. I'm closing on the moment, no one's gonna hold me down. I got my suitcase, headed out the door. I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home. A couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road. I'm bulletproof, don't ever lose. Put the evil in the devil and I'm let it loose. I'm an earthquake, make your bones shake. There's no question I'm the king, I always dominate. A force to be reckoned with, better remember it. Look at what I can do, walking all over you. Incredible, it's criminal, I never lose. I'm bulletproof. I'm bulletproof, don't ever lose. Put the evil in the devil and I'm let it loose. I'm an earthquake, make your bones shake. There's no question I'm the king, I always dominate. A force to be reckoned with, better remember it. Look at what I can do, walking all over you. Incredible, it's criminal, I never lose. I'm bulletproof. another one. Oh, that darkness, it won't set me back again. Oh, I'm not asleep or awake. I won't let the future escape. Take me back to you. Just shake the ground. Oh, this lightness, it will fill the air around. Oh, I'm not asleep or awake. I won't let the future escape. Back to you.
Yeah. La 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 la. Yeah. Your life hits hard, but I hit right back. I never back down, I keep it on track. It's the same day with no problems. I keep rising from the bottom. Cause when the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear that sound. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. And then I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright, it's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. Yes, every day was a war. Yeah, it kinda took a while. When they tell me I should stay, I just jump with a smile. Yeah, it's hard until you notice. Everybody's got their moment. When the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear the sound. Listen up. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. And then I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright, it's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. Cause I got no problems. Cause I got no problems. Do you feel a little down? Say it, no problems. Let you in, but you out. Sing it, no problems. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. Have none I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. Have none I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright, it's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. You feel like something new, you feel like something, you feel like something new, you feel like something. Don't just stop it, doing what you do. When I lay back, holding on to you, feel like something new, yeah. Got my senses here on overload. All my body is for you to hold. Feel like something new, yeah. And I never thought that I got me wanted. Never thought that I never thought that I'd be saying you feel more like a dream, yeah. You feel like something new, you feel like something, you feel like something new, you feel like something. I feel like I'm in another galaxy. Take my time in your eternity. Feel like something new, yeah. And I never thought that I got me wanted. Never thought that never thought that never thought that I'd be saying
If you wanna be my love, baby, gotta take it slow. If you wanna be my love, I'll show you what you wanna know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ESEA League Season 54. We are going to be having a bunch of fun this evening. We are going to be jumping into 3 different games from 3 different leagues over in North America just to see what the next up-and-comers may look like coming up from the, let's say, you know, from the ground up is the best way to put it. First game of the day is going to be Diamond Dogs up against Chaos Clan. Second game of the day is going to be Core Red against IRL Team. And the third and final game of the day is going to be BlackJackals against Fathom Gaming, which will be our main game. Of course, the first couple of games are going to be in open. The first one from open 1 to 7, or 1 to 8 rather. And then the second one is going to be open 9 to 10. So yeah, this first game of the day is Diamond Dogs and Chaos Clan. For Diamond Dogs, the players you're going to be seeing joining the server well, there's like, both rosters have about 10 people, so we're going to figure out who's playing once we get in. We learnt that the hard way last season, trying to guess who was playing. But yeah, for the most part, you've got some level 5s, some level 9s, some, hey, level 9? What's going on there? No, I think it has to be an average of 1 to 8, so you can have some level 9s and 10s in your team, as long as you've got some, you know, 4s, 5s, 6s, just to balance it out. And then over on Chaos Clan, you've got a couple of individuals. Highest level 8, who is it Filipino flag? It is. There you go. Don't know if that's real. Don't know if that's fake. It could definitely be fake. But Jinx is looking like the heavy hitter for Chaos Clan, where Diamond Dogs, their higher level big dog, is looking like Patron Strike with 24 kill average, ringing in at level 9. So keep your eyes on him if he's playing, because it feels like he could be doing some punching down. Now, of course, the game is not too far away, so we can have a quick look at the veto and see where this series is going to be played. Of course, it is the old map pool. We haven't put Overpass in just yet for ESEA League Season 54. It will be getting added, I believe, next week, according to the tweets. So we should see Overpass on the show from next week onwards and all throughout all of the ESEA leagues. So get ready. I put up a video on Overpass today or yesterday, one of the days, and there's plenty of nice content out there for everyone to learn, for everyone to watch, and you should get your way back into Overpass and go and play some, because it is a damn mighty fine map. But alas, as you can see, we're going to Anubis for this best of 1 series, and it may be one of the last times you get to see this played in all of the ESEA League. We don't know when Anubis is going to be coming back. You know, word on the street was Valve is going to do a map swap every major from now on, just post major every season, which I feel like would be great. So we could see Anubis coming back in after maybe some changes or something. I guess we'll see. You know, this is all just having a guess, you know, having a shot in the dark and hoping that we can see something different. But alas, we won't. We'll be seeing Anubis for this. You know, I was going to say for the final time, but there's like another half week of games that are going to be played on different comps as well, and a lot of different comps also haven't actually incorporated the map pool change just yet. So, you know, it'll be interesting. The other thing is, of course, you know, it is, you know, an average of level 1 to 8 in this first game of the day. Next game of the day is going to be, you know, open, aka level 10 and upwards. So it'll be an interesting one to have a quick look. And of course, you know, if you guys at home also want to get involved, just make sure you join up. You know, ESEA League is there. The Open League is there for you to join with your friends, have a good time, and make sure you sign up. It might be too late to sign up to the Open Leagues, but you can certainly do it into the next one. But look, here is what they are playing for. So essentially at the moment, we are in the entry phase, right down towards the bottom. So from there, you know, you go to intermediate, you go to main, then you go to advanced. These are all the leagues that ESEA League supply for NA and EU, and I believe, you know, South America as well. So keep your eyes on that. And it looks like there's going to be a LAN at DreamHack. I haven't got confirmation onto what that is or too much more information on said LAN, but the fact that we're going to be able to see players play from the open category all the way up to DreamHack is kind of insane. And then, of course, you know, players from that LAN at DreamHack, as well as from ESL Challenger League, are able to qualify to ESL Pro League for the following seasons. So it's going to be a interesting situation. I can see that ESL Challenger League in this graphic isn't qualifying to Pro League, so maybe due to the VRS changes and invite systems with all the wildcards, etc., maybe that isn't going to count as a qualifier, but we could get more clarification on that as the season rolls on. You know, this year has been a fascinating one. It feels like there's always something changing, you know, week to week, and it's an interesting time to be alive in the Counter-Strike sphere. So make sure you keep your ear to the ground. Make sure you are paying attention to all of the action that has been happening. You know, season 1 of the year, arguably not as crazy as last year. You know, you had Vitality, who was there and just constantly punching down, constantly being the first real consistent team in Counter-Strike 2. And I can't wait to see what they're going to be able to do in the second season of the year. Will the reign continue, or is it going to, you know, shift up? And who from this game that we're going to get into shortly is going to be able to make it to the Pro Leagues one day, if any? You know, that's the cool thing about these open leagues is there is potential to find, you know, your next Stewie 2Ks, your next Rops, your next any of these individuals that are up there at the top at the moment, like Stewie 2K, of course, who may come back. It would be great to see him back at some point. You know, came back last year, put a little performance on. I'm sure you guys all saw that at Dallas. And yeah, keen to see exactly what Chaos Clan and Diamond Dogs have for us on Anubis. It's going to be a game of Counter-Strike. Last time we watched one of the level 1 to 8 games, it was on Anubis as well. That was last season, season 53. And I think we got some dude get like 2 quick scopes and a 360 quick scope. And hey, it was mayhem. It was chaos. It was beautiful. And I'll take that. You know, I'll take any level of Counter-Strike as long as there is people that want to play and provide us entertaining Counter-Strike. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. What are you guys doing? What are you guys here for? You guys ready for the game? You guys ready to see your mates? You watching? Where are you? Where you from? All right, I'll open the chat and see where you guys are at. But yeah, we'll see if the game is ready. Sounds like it is, and we're jumping into the knife round. Of course, it's just a best of 1, so we are going to be knifing for sides and seeing who will walk away the victors, at least in the knife round. And this will be one of the first times you get to see, you know, Anubis with the meta changes that are coming in for the new season of Counter-Strike. Update recently, of course, you know, changed that. The CTs get $50 in the following round, depending on the amount of kills that they get in the prior round, right? So you can see that help shift the economy a little bit back towards that CT side. And I'm keen to see like the long-term flow-on effects that is going to have with the game, because, you know, the game has been feeling a lot more T-sided for a while since its release, just with the Peekers advantage and the way that the game kind of is. But hey, it's time for that change to come through. Also, those MP9s that are 1250 are now slightly more nerfed. You know, they've been nerfed multiple times now, but people still seem to keep on picking them up. That being said, Diamond Dogs start on the CT side. Chaos Clan going quite quick towards the A site, which is less defended than over towards the B side of the map. Interesting hold here. Good timing on the smoke from Christoph. We'll call him Christoph. Either way, shows his hand and is going to be stuck on the middle of site. Garrett, unfortunately, not going to be able to stop that push. So site control is there. And Jinx, he was the higher level player on Chaos Clan. So keep your eyes on him. And this is kind of why he's just sort of running it down, running it through him. Patron Strike coming in on the flank. Won't be able to hit any shots, unfortunately. Oh, and it is just an awkward affair. Jinx doesn't go for the trade. So maybe there's a world here. 18 in that magazine with the Glock he's picked up. Perry with the Tech 9. Wants to make sure that the CT is out in the open, and he will just let that timer tick down. Lovely shot out of Jinx. And that is going to be 4 kills for the big man. one for young Yosef, and the first round on the board for Chaos Clan. All right, into the second. Diamond Dogs, 2,800 there for Patron Strike. So you can see, well, I think we'll see more of it in the second half when you have like a Jinx who's feeling it on that CT side. Hey, we got to pause. I think it's technical. Someone's DC'd, but we are getting him straight back in. So hopefully that has sorted out his issues. But yeah, Diamond Dogs, as you can see, 2,800 on a lost round, and there wasn't a defuse, and I believe that was only 2 kills as well. So extra couple of dollars going across to all those CTs. 2,050. Yeah, okay. I'm just getting my brain around it. I think this is the first game I've casted on the new patch with the money changes, I believe. Anyway, it's a long-term thing. Pause is Dunzo. Chaos Clan. Where are we heading? Looking like a bit of a default. Bomb just getting lost at mid. Diamond Dogs sending it at mid as well, though. Nice shot with that 5-7 to take young Yosef out of the mix. Kind Bean able to return the favor and do also huge damage onto a couple of the Diamond Dogs individuals. Reposition from the CTs, and Chaos Clan, after getting the info on that many members towards mid, they are happy just to waltz their way into B. Try to get themselves a couple of freebies, all rushing with the USP. Soaring Steve won't deny the plant, but he will get a nice pick. Traded out by Kind Bean, and Cooper Trooper with a Mac 10 at this range is looking like easy pickings. See you later, Garrett, and see you later the round for Diamond Dogs. It's Chaos Clan with the second. Full buy coming through. Plenty of util. M4s for everyone. And Diamond Dogs just going to go for the 1-2-2 split. Chaos Clan, on the other hand, also just defaulting it up. Perry sitting back, making sure that he dodges as much of that shrapnel, that fire through the smokes as possible. Patron Strike in the meanwhile going to be able to get that pick over towards B main. Mid though, Garrett has to go for the reload, getting chased down, but Soaring Steve is trying to keep him alive. Christoph falling towards main, and Jinx is happy to hold W. Look at him go straight into Garrett's crosshair. He'll fall, and young Yosef, unfortunately, a little too slow to carry the package to where it needs to be. 1v4 angle, and Garrett already on the off angle. Makes it look way too easy there at the end of the round, and that's going to be 4 alive with a couple of upgrades to the AKs for Diamond Dogs. All 5 kills in the round means that's another, what, $250 per person moving into this one. So we'll see if the economy is going to get inflated a little faster than what we've been used to. Chaos Clan full grouped up. Going rugs to A. Just looking to send it. And that molly comes out a little too late from Christoph. It gets smoked regardless, and doesn't matter how late the util is. He's got the gun out. He's ready to fight. And this smoker's doing the tease absolutely no favors. Easy picks, easy hold. Christoph with 3 big ones, only Garrett to fall. And the Diamond Dogs tie things up. Chaos Clan back on the guns again. We'll see if they opt to keep going for anything aggressive, or if they're going to go for a different approach. Mid smoke there. Soaring Steve wanting to try and fight over towards stair side, but manages to find a gap in the side of the smoke there. Perry falls like it's nothing. And Diamond Dogs with the opening find even more value. Kind Bean falling at the long range battle there. And Jinx, look, he looked confident moving into this one. On the Glock round, he was, running around, just taking names. But since then, only finding 2 picks. So maybe we sung his praises a little early. I guess we'll find that one out together. Garrett going aggressive, and Cooper Trooper looking to do it all himself, but he's not going to get more than the double. Diamond Dogs securing 3, taking the lead, and showing that maybe the game is going to swing back to the CT favour somewhat. What's that? 4 alive for the last couple of rounds there, so you got plenty of cash there ready to go for Diamond Dogs. Chaos Clan back on the pistols again. Round loss bonus almost maxed out. So a bomb plant here would be nice moving into the next. Soaring Steve on the dangerous side of window, but again, he's just going to keep on trying to make this work. Oh, has he been seen? No. But we'll react to young Yosef going dry through the smoke. There may have been a flash. I just think it was going way too deep. Mayhem going on everywhere. We got CTs on T-stairs. 30 seconds in. Pluto. Pluto? I think that's an L. Well, questions that we can find answered at any given point. Paul's coming through. Well, who's that there? Is that Law Bowie knife? That looked nice. Kind of like a nice knife for the map, you know what I mean? And the technical issues all seem to be sorted. We'll see if Perry can join us now. 26 ADR having a rough start to his affair on the big screen. But we'll see what everyone else can do here. And if Chaos Clan can try to shift the momentum back in their favour. But so far, Diamond Dogs, since they've had the rifles online, they're just farming. Still 2 AKs alive in the hands of the CTs. Missed smoke for main. Not sure if Christoph is aware of such. But he doesn't get too big for his boots anyway. Young Yosef. Oh, nice little wide swing, but ready for the off angle this time as Christoph also tried to reaggress. Big pick out of Soaring Steve. Oh, and Cooper Trooper. They're at an interesting engagement there at mid. No one falls. Both retreat. Bomb now received for Chaos Clan. And Perry's just going to make his way through Con, which is unwatched, unheld. Diamond Dogs thinking it was the A site, going for the gamble for whatever reason, whatever info they had. Perry taking down the only B player. Swift rotations coming through from Pluto. But he's read this one. Oh, staggered swing. Second man coming in eventually. And Jinx is looking for a bit more damage. 20 seconds. Wants to get the equalizer before he commits to the plant. Bomb going to be taken up towards Pizza. Oh, my Lord. And Cooper Trooper is just sprinting through towards the back of sight. He had no idea that a CT could be there. And Diamond Dogs punish. Not a bad way to do it. There you go. Okay. Big shots coming through. Patron strike. Laying down the law. Perry out of the round. Lots of damage already done to the rest of the Chaos Clan members. Okay. Okay. Getting the job done. Jinx. Taking the head off a Patron strike and won't be able to do the 1v5. He thought about it. He had a sniff. He had an opportunity. But it ain't happening. Oh, and someone's DC'd. Soren Steve. Here twice. Quick tactical used. And it looks like everything's all good. Everyone already back into the server. We got that tactical going. As the CTs don't seem to be quite ready for this one. Little chat as to what's going on. I don't know if it's actually a tactical or if they're just using the tacticals as technicals. But either way, we may be getting into the game. Someone might be getting their dinner. Many, many things could happen. Let's see. Yeah, okay. They're squeezing out the time. Someone's food's here. He's grabbing the pizza from the front door. He's living on the 20th floor apartment, has to go downstairs. You know how it is. Boys, run it back. This is El Clasico. If you've played Pugs before, online at all, you know someone's going to be asking for a couple of pauses around dinner time. They could eat before they play, but alas, some people want to eat while they play. And this is the content that you can only get here in ESEA Open. Level 1 to 8. Oh, here's that third one. Yep, they're buying time. And we may still have someone AFK at the end of this tactical timeout. I cannot wait to find out together if that is the case. But hey, look. It's all right. All right, no chance to pause anymore. I'm alive and no one's AFK. So that is a positive. That is a positive for sure. Battle for mid. Raging on again. Oof. Chunk of damage on a Perry. But the opening goes in favor of Chaos Clan. Something which they haven't been super successful in finding as of late. However, instantly entered Pluto, Soren, Steve. Going hard in the paint to try to equalize the numbers. One towards A, one towards B. Chaos Clan Just trying to figure out what they want to do. Perry drawing attention back towards the A site by throwing all this util, but there's also been huge noise made towards this B site patron. Hiding here at Ninja, and no one's going to clear him. They're just going to assume that he's not there, and he might have just won the round. 10 points of health and 40 seconds to get through with what I believe was a good read on Perry, yet he's still walking. He's given the bomb. Going to go for the long wrap the whole way round. And I don't hate it, but he's got to make noise on the drop. And now Perry doesn't know. Well, he's dropped. He thinks Perry's heard him. So he's gone all the way through water back to T-spawn. This is the overplay of the century. He just doesn't know. Perry riddled with confusion, as anyone would be given the situation. Backside plant, looking to wrap the CT, but I don't think the plant is fully for CT. It's kind of out in the open, but that isn't the worst play. And it's just going to be stuck. So after all that, Patron Strike is going to burn. Oh, he burns alive. Man was low. Perry knew that for sure. Got the molly down and hits him with the phase spray. Happy with that. And yet again, someone has disconnected and reconnected. I believe. Or is that just what happens when someone DCs and resees when they're dead? I don't know, man. I don't know. But we're live. Back into the fun, back into the action. Deep nade forward. Oh. Dink through the smoke. There is some creative utility getting used this game, guys. I'll tell you that much. Oh, what? Oh. Dink coming at long range. Young Joseph gets the job done eventually. Now in the 4v4. Chaos Clan. Spacing needs some work, I think. Kind Bean then also goes on his own. Losing that fight as well. Christoph, solid hold on the site so far. But with Patron falling, that opens up the opportunity to make their way in towards B. Molly to Temple. And Garrett started to make his way in at CT. How do Diamond Dogs want to go for the retake here? Oh, Cooper and Perry doing God's work. So man disadvantage quickly swinging back around in their favor. And Soaring Steve. They know his position. They're happy to play off one another. And that round is locked in. Chaos Clan. Better late than never to find themselves a fourth. After a couple of minutes of pauses, we are right back into the action. Again, that bite looking quite healthy. The CT economy not really getting cracked at all this half. And we got a double AWP set up on the CT side of Anubis. and there's still money left over. So I think we're witnessing firsthand the effect of these changes. Chaos Clan looking to go all in toward the B site this time. 2 men down. Have the 3v2 here if they go through the smoke. Flash, ineffective. Push, also quite ineffective. And that spray is going to be pulled right back. Pluto getting the job done as Patron Strike shows the power of the AWP and shows that he's ready for Overpass to be in the mix. A chance for that 8-round CT side. And Diamond Dogs looking like they are currently outclassing Chaos Clan, which at the start of the game, I didn't think was going to happen. Chaos Clan out of the gates, win the pistol, looks solid. But yeah, since Diamond Dogs got some money, it's just been all in their favor. Mid-smoke, Molly's going everywhere, including into the smokes. Break comes through, miscommunication. Soaring Steve had 2 free kills ahead of him, but he pulled out the HE at just the wrong moment. Deep Molly just dumping that utility. And young Yosef playing a dangerous game, constantly re-peeking where that pre-fire is coming through the smoke at mid. Patron Strike gets a second opportunity. Second bite at the apple. But in the meanwhile, Chaos Clan going to be able to find a couple of answers of their own, keeping it even at 3 apiece. The mid off at mid continues as Garrett knows he was unhappy with that. Understandably so, but that'll be 8-4 at the half. This pistol could be the deciding factor moving forward. What are we going to see? Can Diamond Dogs just run away with it? Or are we going to see Chaos Clan find another pistol? Not like that. Jinx, though, after falling back to a safer position, unfortunately gets stuck in the open. And Diamond Dogs, they are sniffing this one out. Patron Strike nice and close for the trade. 2v2. Safe plant on site. And the CT's coming from 2 completely different positions. Over towards main, over towards heaven. And young Yosef, he's happy just to keep on forcing the fight here. Eyes going both different ways. Makes it a 1-for-1. And we are now down to the 1-on-1. Bomb not planted for Christoph. And young Yosef is just not tapping it. He wants the kill. He's hungry. He's the one that went downstairs to get his pizza. I know it. HLTV confirmed. And that'll be that. Diamond Dogs. Big round there on the pistol. Into the 14th we go. And Chaos Clan not going to opt for any real force buy in, not really that much utility, not that much money even. But you can see that they've got a extra couple of dollars in the back pocket thanks to the changes. USPs though, getting the job done. Jinx able to enable a 3v4 situation. Kind being not going to get traded here. The Cooper Trooper's position is known, so he is in a rough position. Let's see what his options are. I doubt there's going to be many of them. All right, 3 left to take here for Diamond Dogs. Nades at mid, big damage on a Jinx. And boost across the top. Won't find anything yet. Feels like Diamond Dogs are just trying to figure out the boost physics. Can't quite get towards the corner. Looking like it was potentially a little suboptimal. Oh, smoke fading. Garrett. I'm just going to eat that HE. Smoke break yet again. But the mid fight just going to fall by the wayside for the moment. You can see the Diamond Dogs may be able just to walk their way all the way through a main. Well, there is some util getting tossed towards their position. Spray battle through the smoke towards B main. Util getting tossed all across the place. And over towards mid. Things starting to go back the favor of Diamond Dogs, coming in from dark side with the nice drop and the pump through. CT's not ready for that at all. And this is looking like a good round out of Diamond Dogs. Starting to really stand tall and show that they are the better team here in the server today. Cooper Trooper has a kit and he's got a dream. That dream may be a ninja defuse. It may be a defuse after 3 quick kills. Let's see what we're all going to be getting here. It's no kills. It's no ninja defuse. It was actually none of the above. Glock kill at the end. Definitely not an option there. But it has come through anyway. Two more needed. And this feeling like more and more of a one side of the fair. As we get deeper into this one. Chaos Clan couldn't get it done with the full buy. And now they've got less and less as the rounds move forward. Little chip damage with the HE. But that may be all we're going to see coming out of these. Oh, hunting. But it doesn't look like they're going to see too much. And Chaos Clan just whittled down by all this utility. Diamond Dogs focused towards the A site. Just waiting for the perfect moment to pump the whole way through. Here comes the smokes. Oh, 5-7 at close range. Cooper Trooper. Actually blinded a lot of the T's, but unfortunately walked into the spray. And this is looking like it's all red hot. Red Rover. Maybe some exits, but it's even not looking likely at this point. Diamond Dogs. A cut above. Young Yosef has traded positions with the T. Lost in the source, though, is not the way you want to go out. And Perry. Ooh, the pre-fire does not work as he maybe intended. And I dare say that'll be that. 1 round left. Chaos Clan. They saved in the previous, so they have a chance. They have a shot here. A tiny opportunity to get back into the game. But you give them like 1 in 1,000 times of a chance. Maybe even less than that. Mid-aggression. Looking like the name of the game for Diamond Dogs here. Ooh, shots come through. Patron strike. Hitting the mark. We're going to see Kind Bean manage to at least pick up one. Three v 4. Diamond Dog's going to try and do it the hard way. And maybe Chaos Clan just needed to get their couple of bloody guns online to have any sort of impact moving into this second half. Unfortunately, losing that pistol didn't give them a lot of chances to show what they are capable of. Perry, mate. Oh, finds impact. You love to see that. But it is going to be traded out by Christoph. And from this point... Oh, okay, Soaring Steve missed the equalization. But playing off of Christoph well. Lovely little crossfire to stop young Josef making his way out of camera. Big pick on the flank. And this is looking like it could be a done deal. It will be. Diamond Dogs hitting 13 up on the board. You love to see it if you're a Diamond Dogs fan. And mate, I tell you, that was a game of all time. That was an Anubis game. One for the ages. One that you may never get to see again, and one that you may not want to see again. But hey, it was good Counter-Strike. It was entertaining Counter-Strike, and congratulations to Diamond Dogs, who are kicking off their season with a big rubbery dub. All right, moving into the next game, though. That's where we're going to see arguably a bit more fun, maybe just as much fun. And the video's not done for that yet. It's not sorted. But hey, Diamond Dogs, look, congratulations. I believe their clan tag is Wolf. So that's mad. And they are going to wolf their way to yet another dub. So hopefully we'll see a bit more of them, but it is time to move away from the open 1 to 8. It's time to move into the open 10s, and to get there, we've got to go to a break. We'll see you just after this.
Distractions behind. In the meantime, think that's so overrated. Yeah, if you make one, you will fall. Too much of a temptation. Yeah, there's a comfort in the crawl. Now I've been on my feet too long. I know I'm strong, just looking for some solid ground, so I can start to run. I don't wanna be tired, moving so back. I pack my suitcase, headed out the door. I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home. A couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road. Miles past, turning back, found my track, face the fact, she a cold one. Never gonna settle for none. Stay up every night till I won. Don't want a slow rise now. I'm confident opulence isn't a long ride out. When I look back now, I'm astounded. A quiet boy from old age, but always felt the world was a stage, yeah. I celebrate one last late night. My old life ain't staying. I pack my suitcase, headed out the door. I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home. A couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road. I'm headed to LA.
Miles, throw it on the dash. Shit, 10,000 hours, can't let them pass. Yeah, well, I was putting time in, you was pulled up wildin'. You always had shit to say, now when I see you, it's silence. Thought I'd have a Grammy by 25. Commas after commas next to dollar sign, yeah. Had to remind myself why I'm living this life. Look at all the late nights, it'll all come in due time, yeah.
Made for the fight, for the pain and the climb. Tied to the life I chose. Stay through the night, another day, not a dime. Race against time. I couldn't just lay by and wonder what I could have made mine. I'm closing on the moment, no one's gonna hold me down. I pack my suitcase, headed out the door. I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home. A couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road.
I'm bulletproof, don't ever lose. Put the evil in the devil and I'm letting loose. I'm an earthquake, make your bones shake. There's no question I'm the king, I always dominate. A force to be reckoned with, better remember it. Look at what I can do, walking all over you. Incredible, it's criminal, I never lose. I'm bulletproof.
It's destiny, it's fate.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ESEA League Season 54. We are currently having a look at a couple of games in North America. We just did the Open League for levels 1 to 7, and now we're in the Open League for levels 9 to 10. So skill level should rise somewhat moving into the, next couple of parts of what's going on here on the stream today, and I'm keen to see what we're going to be able to get. Second game of the day is looking good so far. We've got apparently a lot of the players already in the server ready to go. Vetoes happened, servers selected, and we'll get to that in a moment. But the two teams that we're going to be watching is Core Red up against IRL Team. Core Red only has, 5 members, so I could assume that it's going to be Jaggerjaw, Chili, Randy One, Magnet Shot, as well as Spread. And then over on the other side of things, IRL Team is Anti, Bicernal, Rye Cream. They got like a 7-8 player team. So we'll figure out who's actually playing once, of course, we get into the game. But for the moment, it is just going to be pretty bloody normal. So yeah, Core Red, as you can see, 2-0 so far in this season, in Season 54, and IRL Team 1-1. Let's have a quick look at the veto and where we are going to be playing this series. I say series, it's just a best of one, of course, and it's another orange map. We're sticking with the orange this evening. We're having a look at Mirage. Good to see that Anubis is going to be banned instantly as well by IRL Team. I wonder if that is going to show that they're leaning in towards a bit of overpass, or maybe it's always been there, perma ban, so they probably aren't too phased with the map pool change. So let's have a look at how Mirage has been going for both these teams so far. I'm not too sure. This is one of those things. There's not a lot of sample size to go off. It is the new season, and stats say, okay, historically, Core Red, they've been doing pretty good. Well, actually, they played it a lot, but it's only a 46% win rate. An IRL Team on the other side of things, what have they got? 74% win rate on Mirage. So not too sure, what the skill difference is going to look like overall between these guys, but hey, we've got something to go off, and that is that IRL Team's win rate on this map is definitely favoring them. So we'll see who we end up getting for IRL Team once we jump into the game, once all the players are there, rip-roaring and ready to go. But you guys in chat, let me know what you want to see, who you're rooting for, and how much, what the difference is between, this game and the last game, and then see if you can spot the differences between the game before that. Wait, this game and the next game. There we go. Yep, my brain's all over the place. It is getting late. I'm still here. I'm in Europe, guys. So it's like 3 a.m. We're getting on in the evening. Okay, so the cogs, they're less lubricated than they were earlier into the day. But it looks like we may be getting into the knife round. So it might be time to jump on in to the second map, the second game of the evening here on your beautiful stream for ESEA League Season 54. It's going to be a fun one. Core Red, I don't know if they've got my pick yet. Statistically, IRL Team, they haven't played as much. I'll tell you, they definitely haven't played as much. And also, their win-loss isn't favoring them for this season so far. What have they played? What are their last couple of games? This is something that I would love to be able to find faster, and I'm getting used to it, but just having a look like Season 54, last couple of games. Here we go, view details. So Inferno and Dust 2 are what IRL Team have played so far, and Core Red, what have we got out of them? They have gone with Ancient and D2, and 13-2, 13-9. IRL's games, what were they? 16-14, so it was close, and 13-4. So the team that they lost against was Team Fluid, and they got dominated on D2. So it looks like both these teams are sort of just shifting up the map pool game to game to see if they can maybe find, what works better for them. But it looks like the game is underway. The teams are there. They are conniving. They are getting ready. They are incredibly excited to be playing some Mirage. And look, in terms of players to watch, let's see who we have. I think Spread is looking like one of the players to watch for your team Core Red. Spread or Randy. Randy's got 20 average kills, which is kind of hectic, kind of insane. And IRL Team, We got by Colonel. Is he in the server? He is. He's got 20 average as well. So keep your eyes on this individual. It feels like the fragging department is leaning towards Core Red in terms of just, the pug stats that I've got in front of me. But hey, this ain't a pug. This is serious business. This is the big leagues, baby. Well, technically it's the open leagues, but we can call it the big open leagues, and everyone wins. So let's see what we got. Core Red going to be starting on that CT side, IRL team over towards T. And we already had a quick chat earlier about the slight differences coming through in the new CS2 update. There is going to be that shift towards the CT economy somewhat. MP9 nerf, which we didn't actually see too much MP9 action in that first game of the day that I remember. I feel like everyone was getting to rifles faster and we got to see a bit more FAMAS fun. Okay. Slow contact from IRL team through unders. And then a bit of a pincer towards A seems to be the tactic. Only 2 CTs here as well. So we'll see if Randy's going to be ready to have his head on that swivel. What's going on there? Attempt at the short smoke, but I don't think it's landed in the intended position. Oh, shots coming through. Magnet. Draws attention away, but that jungle control going to be coming through from Imans all the way into window now, and a nice open plant with some solid post-plant positioning from IRL team. They're going to back away over towards main, over towards sandwich. And, that mid pressure is going to be dealt with. All 3 CTs remaining, funneling in from that CT spawn position. And, mate, they are getting completely picked apart. Falling like flies. IRL team on the board first. Nice little balance there. I can't remember. What's that knife called? I know it's not the flip. Is it skeleton? Skeleton knife? I'm not a skin nerd. Guys, you're going to have to help me out with this, okay? Is that? No, it's not. Oh, I can't remember, brother. Oh, I can't remember. But I'm trying. Those cogs I was talking about, they're not turning, not on the skin game. But hey, IRL team, they are turning to the right side of the map here. Core Red playing the gamble game, and they have lost it. Fully stacking A, getting the info that no one's here towards Pal, but Magnet Shock with the left-handed in the middle view model. Mate, that's going to be a rough watch. He's going to just try and draw attention towards himself in market. And look, with the 5.7s, I feel like Core Red, they're happy just to try and find some exits. Look, there's already a couple of AKs up for grabs if you can get these picks onto IRL team. But it's a full stack crossfire over towards CT spawn. We're even boosting. We're boosting up. Chili getting on the head of Randy, I believe. Lovely off angle. Don't know how well that's going to go from him. It's not Randy. Who's under him? Spread, of course. And you're going to die there if you stay. I just want everyone to know that. Oh, look at this. He spotted energy. Thought something was up. Good corner clearance. Nice angled checking. And it was clean for IRL team to start the game. Alas, Core Red, they got those rifles. They got that util. But they don't look like they're going to be getting this mid control. So we've got a missed window smoke, but there's also a con and a short smoke. So interestingly, IRL team are throwing all 3 molly into window. Forces Randy back, but look, he's already found that damage he wanted. Taking Rye Creams out of the equation. Oh, straight through the smoke. Lovely flash to set him up, but Chili, not blinded, is going to spice things up himself. Oh, Imans. Able to take spread out of the mix by Colonel? By Colonel. That's definitely... Huh? Yo, ref. Ref. Can I get a replay on that? Referee. Can I please get a replay on that? Can we pull? He just hit him a jumping one tap. Hello? Hello? You guys can't see. I'm doing the owner pixel, you know, hand on my bloody headset. Why has this happened? How's this happened? I don't think anybody knows. I don't think anybody knows how to... Whatever. Nerf the M4, I say. Core Red, though. A beautiful way to pick up their first round. I can't wait for that to come. I'm watching it on the second monitor now. That's going to be my replay system. But look, lovely placement of the HE. Anti chunked it down to 53 points of health. And Core Red. Oh, not ready for that one. Chili gets his head ripped off on an angle where he could never see that T jumping up under short. Randy won. He was trying to smell out some revenge, but there's no T's. Pausing those dramas over towards window. However, the CT's here. Magnet Shock going to be swinging around, locking it in over towards short. Not a huge fan of the view model, but hey, I'm sure it works for him. Especially with shots like that. Man is on for the ace. And he's looking to get it done. Oh, info there, but Iman's denying. Won't be able to send it for another. But he gets at least some more financial damage onto that CT economy. Magnet Shock, though. Look at those 4 nasty ones. Okay, wait. Oh, my Lord. Sorry, I just saw it back on the replay. I'm going to have to comment on that. That's a what the hell-y moment with the jump and one tap. New round, new opportunities for IRL Team. And it comes in the form of a potential eco. However, the man who's feeling it, Magnet Shot, goes all the way towards top mid. Unfortunate for Energy, who did see the opponent, but the flash came flying at him. Missed that third shot with the Deeg, and Magnet Shot knows that he doesn't want to be throwing this AK back into the hands of these T's for free. So he's happy with that first pick and the info, and will just fall away. Playing his life. Ooh, 2-man set up towards Con. I thought they were going to make a play at mid, but instead they're just standoffish. Half covering each other's flank. Chili's position known. And Randy realizes where the danger could be, and he was aware that they could be someone up into towards the window. Chili, though, easy pick out of that one by Colonel. Not realizing his barrel was spotted, his knee was seen, and it was just a awkward way to try and entry there. Randy going to be closing off the festivities, and this is looking damn good for a third. Core Red getting it done after starting to stabilize the economy. And look, what was that? Was that 5? 5 alive at the end of that one? Believe it was. That's stellar. Six deep. And IRL Team again looking to contest this mid control. Chili with a flash to set himself up. He didn't break the smoke though. So maybe it was to set up Magnet Shock instead, which is fair enough. He was playing well, but gets ejected from this round. Aggressive move from Core Red after losing a man. You can see they've taken Pal and a main control. And Randy's going to keep on going. But with Palace Control, what you guys know is you can just easily start to play retake for the A site, which allows the cheat of the rotation from Jagged Jaw. Even if he just watches the crawl space from CT here, that's a way faster rotation to the B site, which is where IRL Team are going. And the numbers already picked apart. Chile going to be ringing true with the AVP. Jagged Jaw in a very open position, but we'll be able to bring that spray back and not quite find another. I-Man's looking damn good for IRL Team. And 40 on the clock to clear out sight. They need to try to isolate Chile here, and they certainly will. Couldn't keep dancing around empty. And now it's Randy in a 1v2. He's only died once. So my money's on him. The clutch master of Core Red. But what info does he have? Nothing so far by Colonel. It's not him to jiggle. It's I-Man's first. Flash forward. I-Man's continuing to want to fight, but he's given up the isolated one and leaves by Colonel solo, whose position is now known. Oh, played to a T. I told you, Randy, he doesn't lose those. 2v1. But he chips it in. And Core Red get more value out of the CT side already. IRL Team. It was just there. It was just there. But they couldn't get the job done. I-Man's the carry, though. Look at this. 10 kills, 4 deaths. Looking to try and put the team on his back. And he's had some big rounds, but unfortunately it just hasn't converted to rounds on the scoreboard, which is what you're looking for. Lots of flashes remaining for IRL Team. I don't know if they're missing this window smoke, like, constantly. Constantly. Come on, boys. We're in the 9 to 10 bracket. You can't be missing those. And Randy won't be missing the easy ones. Big pick onto I-Man, who's now out of the round. So I dare say there's not a lot of danger remaining. Although it's coming in the form of a deagle in the hands of Rye Cream. Awkwardly, he couldn't see Spread making his way to jungle. The incendiary, the brightness of it, still dialed up way too high. You can't see through it easily. And Spread's going to be able to get himself in a better position to play off Randy on site. Well played out of Core Red to lock in another. And that's what, 5 in a row now for the CTs? It's giving the same aura as last game. Last game, an interesting one. Okay, HE damage avoided. I-Man's heavy artillery getting sent in his direction. A pause at the mid round. IRL Team, look at the spread. I-Man's so solo at mid. Everyone else on every other aspect of the map, and I-Man's still able to find value completely solo. Opening onto Chile. Opens up the middle of the map, and IRL Team are aware of this, looking for the con control, but Rye Creams may get caught with util in hand. Randy pushing forward through the molly, and he's going to be able to get a nasty little, what I thought was a transfer, but it's actually Spread to snatch it away. Where was he? Okay, he was up on ticket. Maybe in front of ticket. One or the other. But nasty couple of shots coming through. Jagged Jaw keeps the man advantage in Core Red's favor. And it's a default plant with no solid post-plant positioning. Util dumped though. And there's going to be no incend to get Colonel out of this position. However, that HE doesn't go far enough. Anti wants to try to fight to stop that cross to sight. And they're going to both find their ones. Randy on 1 point of health. He's already won a 1v2, but now it's on hard mode. It's on extreme mode. It's on hell mode, and he can't get through this round. 5-3. Job done. IRL team with the third. Yeah, bloody Randy, I tell ya. He has his highs, he has his lows. And unfortunately, we've seen the top and the bottom of his game. Smoke break. No info gain through. And IRL team. They've hit the window smoke. I repeat, they have hit it. I really wonder if it's person to person or if it's just like spawn to spawn. Someone says, yeah, I'll do it. I got it. We'll pay attention to that in the following rounds and see who it is. Who's the culprit that needs to polish up on the instas. The people must know. And they'll know that Colonel has again put IRL team in a position to try and succeed with the mid control. Rye Cream's just spraying randomly through the smoke, and Spread's going to be falling down. Off the back of that, though, Chili with the Giga flank. Look at him. Oh, picking off the first man that he's seen, and I believe he knows they're coming up short too. But with Apps control, they got a lot of good positions to posture for the retake. Very aware that Jackals here, though. He's already got the pick. No, he hasn't got the pick, but he has been seen. Molly going down. There's an incend. He's picked up a proper team Molly. And it's going to force the ants around like they're just trying to get away from water. 2v2. Down to the 1v1. Jaggerjaw. A read on Colonel's position. Info's been tossed across to him, and he's just stood out in the open on 1 point of health. You hate to see it, but it is going to be another round for the CTs. Big win from Jaggerjaw. He's not fragging up too hard, but he's making it work when it matters. I believe he's the B anchor as well, though. So, look, you can't blame him. Rough side of the map to try and control sometimes, especially if the T's don't come your way. IRL team heavily invested in looking for this mid control. All right, so we got, who's that? Energy Lol and By Colonel both saying, no, I'll throw it. No, I'll throw it. And it was a top mid smoke. Okay. It wasn't the windows. I was going to say that missed catastrophically. But hey, it was by design this time. Okay, Chili. 1 for 1 with energy on the trade game. Oh, and he's now on 2 HP. Not what you want to see. Anti, in the meanwhile, just going to be going through when energy was blind, so he doesn't attempt the trade, and things look incredibly awkward for IRL team. Randy finds him. Eventually, locks on through the smoke, and I-Man's 11 and 7. Mr. Big Killer. 4 more to find in the round. To cause a minor upset. And with the C4 down on short, it feels unwinnable. Unfathomable that he could capitalize on a poor position like this. And hey, he won't. Odds stacked against him. And for a damn good reason. Two more rounds left in the half. Sounded like everyone was having a quick chat together. Energy lock. That's the old window smoke. Let's see if this lineup works. It's in. It's good, ref. Love to see it. So it feels kind of like they've given up on the instas, and now they're just going for the old tried and tested approach. Spread, though, in the meanwhile, going to be able to open up for the first of the round. Easy pickings for Magnet Shock. Though it did get a little whiffy. Speaking of Chili, he didn't shoot on the first attempt. Had to go back and make sure it was just fully lined up. And Core Red, it looks like they're navigating the anti-eco impeccably well. Smoke faded. And IRL Team, a minute in, now looking to make their way towards the A site. Spread, nice readjustment, and the crosshair placement is damn good for the second as well. 3 kills in the round. And Core Red looking for 9 on that CT side. I really want to see more Counter-Strike leading into the couple of coming up weeks. You know, Cologne's starting not tomorrow, but the next day, which is going to be a nice dive back into S-tier Counter-Strike, and we can really see at the top level if, you know, these CT changes are making this more of a CT-sided game again, just with the extra money and the extra opportunities to buy for, like, what, 1 or more rounds a half, incentivizes for these CTs to be more aggressive, play for kills. And we'll see how that adjusts to the top level of the game and how, you know, this level of the game, the grassroots area, is able to follow. Speaking of grassroots, mate, you're going to learn that one the hard way. Right, Creams. Looking to be the entry man, but will walk out looking the wrong way with the flash. Trade comes through anyway. And in a 4v4 on paper, that does favor the T's, and it certainly will now. But the site control still not there. Fast rotation from everyone. And Chili wants to trade, but he's going to be stuck on that ticket side. They don't seem to be aware. Jaggerjaw going straight into the Molotov. A rough fight to take, but it's 4 found eventually for IRL Team at the turn. 9 holes down, 9 to go. All in towards the A side, it seems, for Core Red. 4 through Pal. Looking to pop with 2 bangers from Randy. No smokes on the right side, though. Not that it'll matter. Flashes should be ineffective. Double dark setup for the CTs. 3 guns here with the Julies. And, oh, it's the perfect setup, innit? Iman's drawing attention away just from triple. And, hey, it was the perfect read from IRL Team to deal with the pump. Randy still in with a shot. He's got a flash. He's got a P250, and he is 12-4. So we'll see what he's capable of. Okay, out on the wide line. Forces the CTs to keep on swinging off of IMARK's contact. But hey, info on 1. 2 of the members is not going to be enough as they swing together. Hit him with the 3-2-1 peak. And that's going to be 5 on the board. IRL Team winning both pistols here. So keep that in mind towards the later stages of the game. And we'll see if it just is Core Red doing more of their work on the gun rounds rather than the pistols. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Unfortunately, it is broke. Running it back with the same strat 2 times in a row sometimes doesn't work either time. And that is what you've just witnessed. Perfect example coming through from Core Red. But they just wanted the guns to be had. They wanted to get straight back into this one. And look, hey, MP9 was apparently supposed to be nerfed, but it's still close range. Fire rate's still there. Even if the spread is a little wibbly wobbly, still gets the job done. And we're going to see a full bonus because IRL team had 5 alive at the end of that one. And of course, the MP9 still sports that $600 kill reward, one of which is going to be over towards that B site. And where's the other two? Okay, getting aggro towards A ramp. No window smoke. Core Red seem to want to fight this, just playing with the top mid smoke instead, but it's over towards A main where the action is had. 1 for 1 found, and there was the A main control, but Right Creams falls away instead, thinking maybe there's someone coming through Pal. IRL team don't have the full info on numbers at mid, as Core Red have mostly just contacted their way forward. All 4 at mid. Leaves no room for real creativity. It's just going to be a all-in strengthy approach spread. I don't know if he spotted that position and forgot to communicate it, but Jaggerjaw walking in backwards, unfortunately, may be their undoing. Rye Creams won't be able to get another. And it's Chili in the 1v2. If he takes too long to play this, it may just be a crossfire established, but you can see Energy Lol is worried that it may just be the window vent push. Oh, timing perfect, but there's that nerf coming through. Spread at range doesn't work well, and with 30 points of health, Chili steps across the line and gets through both CTs. What a round. The guns get the job done, and Chili keeps it spicy. 3 rounds in the lead after finding their first round for the second half. But IRL team, it was just the bonus, so you'll see them go for an upgrade and have a much healthier buy. There was like 10 points of health in that one. Maybe a FAMAS retrieved or an M4 instead in that position from triple. And Core Red don't win that one. But you can't live in the past. You can only learn from your mistakes, guys, all right? 10 seconds in, mid control. Looking good for Core Red. Miss every shot you don't take, huh? Spray the common angles and you may be gifted. Unless you're anti. He didn't spray, he just caught the pointy end. Our Colonel almost copping it as well. Sometimes this is what happens when you stand on common positions. A lesson to you all. Oh, I-Man's down to 19. And Spread, as well as Chili, looking to make their way back in, but the spray, unfortunately, can't track through triple, and it's going to be Rye Creams to send it all the way back. 2 points on him, 19 on I-Man's. Ah, and Jaggerjaw. There is still a world where he can make this one happen, but it's going to be quite difficult, especially with Colonel there. Still on 4 points of health. Energy joining the mix, and I-Man's perfect position on the off angle to deal with any push underneath the stairs by Colonel, drawing attention by just making constant noise. And it works out for IRL team. 3 alive at the end of it, so that's going to be solid for the economy. Upgrade to the AK there for energy. And Core Red, it was a rough round prior. Chili barely dragging the team through that one with 1 alive, so their economy is going to be in a unfortunate situation. Only upgraded pistols will be brought into the round for them. We'll have a look at what the options are. But they're happy just to punish any over-aggression that IRL team opt to go for. Not currently seeing any of that, though. Just Just throwing that blocking utility. Lovely damage from the HE. But the headshot, overkill at that point. And with 30 seconds, the accelerator is put right to the floor. But it's easy pickoffs at range. IRL team been waiting for that one for a good minute and a half. But the kills will come eventually. 8 now secured. Now at a point where even though Code Red had such a solid first half, IRL team showing that maybe it's the CT side where a lot of the damage is going to be done from their camp. Core Red, AWP online for Chile. AKs across the board. You know, util lacking, but we'll see what they decide to go for here. Again, top mid smoke, not smoking off window. And Magnet Shock, rolling back the years, just throwing a lurk smoke out of a main. That being said, Anti getting caught by playing a little too aggressive through underpass. And with him falling, Core Red could be in a great position to close out the round. I believe they know that he's the short player. So be careful. Oh, okay. Angle found from Magnet, but he's also gone very audible on the exit from Palace. I-Man's worried that there's a bit more danger behind the A-main smoke, so he'll just tuck away into the corner. It's faded. He's making a move, and we'll now call the rotate over towards that B site. Energy, mate. You've got a job ahead of you, and that bomb is coming your direction. Colonel, he's rotating to A. I think he's worried about Con with the mid utility that Core Red threw. But little did IRL team know, it's the B site that is under the pump by Colonel, a long way away. Energy does have the AK, but unfortunately has a bad timing, has an unfortunate whiff on the angle. But I-Man's is not done yet. I thought they'd think about the save with the position the money's in. Oh, jumped up. Chile won't get the trigger off. And Colonel now going to be spotted as that last member. Oh, shots going both ways. Colonel will find one, but it's instantly answered for. And neither of Core Red decided to pick that AWP up. Maybe Chile didn't want it. Maybe it wasn't communicated. We can only theorize what went down. We aren't in the comms with the players, but hey, 2 rounds the gap now. Core Red maintaining the lead. And IRL team, their economy is now at breaking point. Round 19, getting deep into the thick of things, and again, just a top mid smoke. Core Red very patient with their approach here on the T side. Con molly, window molly, and a flash to follow just to try to make their way up short. But again, yes, that utility is getting low and lower by the second. And it's just a solid defense this time. IRL team in great positions to deal with said aggression. No chance at Core Red getting up short through the crossfire. Bomb has to go for the full reroute all the way back to a main. And it's Randy again. 1v4 clutch brought back to the 1v3. Info on that first man, second man, and maybe not the CT player. Nah. No idea that By Colonel was going for that fast rotation. And we're trading it round for round. If it keeps going this way, though, Core Red, they get that dub. But look at the money. The swing round, the important one, won by the CTs. And now Core Red looking for answers in all the wrong places. Economy cracked. Only Jaggerjaw with a primary weapon, and that's going to be Mac 10. But with 5 members moving their way towards the A site, you got to think it's going to be one of these pops again. No utility remaining other than a flash on Randy. And he wants to send the boys out of PAL. But will it work the third time? You know, it's already happened 2 times at the start of the half. How many times is too many times? Smoke going down in a weird position. Chili can still maybe find some value out of this one. In comes the banger. In comes the pop. It's a 1-for-1, which the teams are going to be happy about. And the trade's going pretty well so far. But it's an AWP posted and attention drawn. With that shot, an opportunity for IRL team to have to go for the retake through CT instead. Core Red get the plant. They get a bit of extra cash for the next. And that incend is going to get big old value. Chili forced into the open. Colonel scopes well. And he ain't going to miss the mark. Info as well starting to come through as Magnet Shock just goes for the wide swing, goes for a couple of shots, and the bomb ain't planted for you, Randy. The bomb's not planted for you, Randy. You got to fight earlier. 3 men alive on the retake. And we're tied on up. IRL team get the job done. And Code Red. Look, they get the plant. They're going to be happy with that to at least get some kind of finances going into the 21st. Chili, okay. Speeding things up. Window smoke up, hard crossfire from the CTs, though. Turns around back on its head. IRL team, they are hunting for more. And I believe there's good info on the mid member as well as that A main player. But Core Red, they're going to pack their bags. And they seem to have a read on the rotations. Maybe Jaggerjaw heard everything going down. They heard the market player. They heard the guns coming from Powell, the guns coming from Con, and Anti here is looking for a pick, and it's all Anti so far this round. May just be the hero that they were looking for. Randy in the 1v3. Another attempt at a clutch. This will be his 3rd or 4th so far. Lovely taps, but no more found. It's going to be Colonel to catch him, maybe even through energy lol. I'm not sure where that bullet went through. Could have been the corner of empty, but either way, it's a round in the bag. Again for the CTs. What a half so far. Just clawing their way back into the game. And forcing a tactical out of Core Red. No. Vicky, mate, how you doing? I am reading chat, by the way. If you guys want to have a yarn, spin a yarn, ask a question. Hey, I'm all ears. Well, eyes, because you type it. But hey, welcome. Hope you're having a good time. Enjoying the grassroots Counter-Strike, something that seems to be a hot topic of conversation. You know, this is where it begins. When people say, how do you save NACS? It literally starts at the bottom. You got to have players inspired that want to compete to make it to the next level, then the next level, then the top. All right? You got to have passion, you got to have ambition, and you got to have mother cluckers like Chili that just love to run down and just donk it up, you know? Put their hand up, say they're the entry man. And Anti was locked in the corner, but I believe he's heard Chili make his way to window. So it's going to be a bit of a standoff until these smokes fade. The rest of Core Red in the meanwhile, grouping up at B apps with Chili already set on the lurking window. And Anti's making a world of noise. Okay, Anti doesn't expect the window player. Imans does. Eyes on. But Chili, effective. Anti has found himself in a fast flank on the apps players. Energy Lol just needs to live as long as he possibly can by that time for the flank to activate. And let's see if Core Red have the read. Okay, they have an idea that the flank could be on after everything that's gone down before. Cream's way too loud on the rotation, and Chili's going to hit him with the full punish. So 3 big picks out of Chili. Huge round from him, but the job's not done. Anti finding the first on the retake. 2 more to find. Positions not quite complementing each other. And Jaggerjaw needs to swing on the contact, but he's gone for the quick switch. Anti, what you doing, mate? Hasn't cleared a thing, just jumps out, knows that the time is against him. And the pressure is too much. 11-11, IRL team. Unable to maintain the lead, and if they lose this one, it could be game. Look at the money. It is gone. It is not there for the CTs. And if they lose this, Code Red, they're going to be posting 12. Which will make that next round so much easier for them to convert. We're at mid-control. Mostly there for Code Red, but they did lose spread right in the beginning. Anti getting feisty with it. Oh, and from the short side of window, Jaggerjaw going too loud. That seems to be a recurring trend here between a lot of the individuals. Anti, though, peeking straight into the HE and catches Chili with no gun out. Magnet and Randy looking for a 2v5. Bomb towards the B site. Magnet looking to draw attention towards the A site, but falls off the ledge. Unfortunate. And is just constantly getting reswung by Colonel. In the meanwhile, though, he has drawn the rotation, and the bomb will go down for free. Molly into Market, and Randy, 19 points of health. Another opportunity to clutch, but hey, it's getting harder every single time he goes for it, and this time, it ain't happening. AK in the hands of Colonel with another couple that they could pick up. But at least with the bomb plant and some money in the back pocket, Core Red can play for OT. But IRL team in an incredibly solid position to try and close it out. 4 alive, a couple of AKs picked up. All the way to the end of regulation for this best of one. Both teams showing that they are here for a reason, that they want this dub. And we'll see if it's going to take overtime to finalize what we're looking for here. Red hot towards apps. Molly on the arch, deep nades, but Core Red playing super deep. Again, quite a patient team in the initial phases of the round, unless they opt to go for something a bit more feisty. Speaking of, Magnet Shock with an MP7 getting feisty at ramp. I don't back that weapon at this range. I don't see that weapon at this range. Not often. But alas, some players still pick it up. Magnet Shock, just again looking to draw attention and hold these rotations towards A. He's been a nuisance at ramp all half and really needs to draw this attention away to slow down the rotations by Colonel. Is going to be brought all the way to CT. So it is a 4v2 on the B side. Anti with the smoke just to deny vision here and isolate the angle on the top bulk players. But it's going to be Anti rather, getting good value for money. Chili left in the 1v3. 30 seconds. And on the wrong side of sight, but he will find that first. Galil in hand, hoping he doesn't get pressured, doesn't get pushed, but it's a window player, Creams, to get the job done. And we will not need overtime. It is IRL team with the W. I said, hey, This team took both pistols. Remember that at the end of the game? And it was literally the pistols that won them that. Overall, on the gun rounds, went much better for Core Red overall. But hey, what a game. That was a beautiful game of Mirage. And, you know, if you compare that first game to the second game, you can see the difference in skill level. But you all got to start somewhere, and you all got to start here. But to get to the next game, which is going to be main, that's coming up just after the break.
You feel like something new. You feel like something. You feel like something new. You feel like something. Don't just stop it. Doing what you do. When I lay back, holding on to you. Feel like something new. Yeah. Got my senses here on overload. All my body is for you to hold.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ESEA League Season 54, where we're getting deep into the decades. We've got lots of seasons, lots of crazy fun here, and lots of ESEA. And on paper, better games. Better games coming at you for the third match of the evening. First two games were in open. First was obviously, level 1s to level 8s, and then it was level 9s and 10s. So we're getting right up there, and this next game should, on paper, be even better. I have lost the game that we are doing, so I will find it quickly. But it is coming up very shortly. It's going to be BlackJackals and Fathom Gaming. So yeah, keep your eyes on this one. We can give you a couple of stats, and okay, we got players on BlackJackals from all over the shop. I'm seeing a French flag. I'm seeing a Mexican flag, Canadian, Chinese. Mate, we got them from everywhere. And then Fathom Gaming, it's looking very US of A centric, with a little bit of Canadian in the mix, if he's even playing. But hey, the individuals on Fathom Gaming, we got some people up in the Challenger area, BlackJackals as well. You've got 5 players there. So look, the 5 that should be playing are Sumu, Oko, Pinoy Swag, Glue Taster, who is the highest rated player on the team, and Wolfie with a U. Over on the Fathom Gaming side of things, we could have a mix of many individuals over here. We got Sinner, who's top challenger. We got Timbus, who's top challenger or in the challenger ranks. Kapoya, Man Bear Pig, DJ, Adam, and Wild G2. I feel like I've casted Man Bear Pig like way back in the day, and I don't know if DJ is DJ, but he's just flat level 10. Like there's definitely another NA player called DJ, right? So maybe we're hitting that double. We're hitting that situation. Both teams currently are 2-0, and let's see where they're going to be playing their third game for the season. I know it. You know it, and you guys probably love it too. We got some trains, so we're getting out of the pug maps, we're getting out of the orange maps, and we're getting into the fun, something a bit more strategical here with train coming through. So we'll knife for sides, which will be incredibly important once that game begins, which would happen in the next 3 minutes or so. And yeah, we'll get back to you with who starts on what side. But again, look, CT side has had that buff recently. So keep your eyes on this map to be even more CT-sided. The meta is still developing on this map. And the cool thing about Overpass coming in, it will actually force more players to flex their train and start to play train or, move it into Overpass. So it's going to be one of these situations where on paper, I feel like everybody wins because we get to see the train meta develop. You're going to see some of the top teams forced to move into this because Anubis was played at the top level a lot. And not only does that mean that the top level is going to be more interesting with more maps getting played with a new map in the pool, but the strats from up there are going to filter down towards your advanced, towards your mains, and towards, this level of player. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this level of player are the ones that start to determine the meta, that find all of the crazy utility that the top level is snatching. But hey, we're all going to find that one out together. I don't know which way this one's going to go. I'm looking at the stats. Glue Taster seems to be who you should be watching in terms of the kill department for BlackJackals. And then for Fathom Gaming, we got Wild G2, who's got a, relatively high average kills. Everyone else is sort of, 16, 17, 15. It's all looking pretty normal over on the Fathom Gaming side of things. We do have, some individuals who are pushing 3K matches. For BlackJackals, though, yeah, I feel like just all eyes on Glue Taster, who's a top 300 North American player currently. So we'll see how he does. 1.26 KD as well at a top 300 player. That's pretty good. That's a prospect. So keep your eyes on him. Pinoy Swag, also an interesting name. BlackJackals seem to be full of interesting names. And then Sumu as well. He does have a French flag. Not sure if he's French or it's a fake flag. There seem to be a lot of fake flags flying around in all these leagues. So yeah, keep your eyes on the good stuff. And I can't wait to see what we get out of this one. We saw the skill level difference between the first game of the day and the second game of the day. But hey, it sounds like the game is almost good to go. So expect to see a lift in the level of skill from that last game we watched, which was quite entertaining. You know, we did have a round 3 jumping one tap with an M4 into this one, and we'll see if it's going to be, you know, sharper mechanics. On paper, it should be. You've got higher rated players all across the board, as well as it being main. So these players have had to qualify to this level. You can't just sort of slot your way in unless you picked up with a core roster, which, you know, some people do. We'll see if there is going to be any imposters in the mix as well. We'll keep our eyes out on that. But yeah, there's a lot that could go down here. Train, going to be an interesting situation. MP9 change shouldn't really affect Train that much. You know, the distance you use that from. Look, I guess the pop control could change, but when you're that close, you know, that's when the MP9 is still going to be a very successful weapon. I guess, you know, if you're buying it and you have to play the long angles, you have to look, you know, all the way down the lanes of B, you have to play across side on A. That's when you're going to see the effect of that buff, what's the buff? Nerf, the opposite of a buff. Sorry, it's getting late now. We'll see if that nerf, you know, is more noticeable on a map like Train, whereas it wasn't really that noticeable on Mirage or on Anubis. You know, most of the times we saw it, it was still acting like the MP9 sort of does. So, hey, there's a lot to play for. Now, I think the game is actually underway, and we are just trying to... Oh, the knife round is starting. Okay. I was worried. I saw the score change on the match page, but look, the knife round is starting imminently. So yeah, we will get to see who comes out on top there, and we're going to be doing that right now. Knife round time is now. The time is now, guys. Well, we got a bloody emerald in the mix. Man's living large. Living large, showing off. Adam, what you got for us here? Oh, he's going to wrap around the back of red. Looking to force a flank, maybe. E-box in the way. Bit of a merry-go-round situation happening. Glue Taster on 3 health. You're done, mate. You are done, Wild 2G. Untouched, unfazed. And we are going to see them opt to start on the CT side. So, love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Bit of knife round action, bit of knife round fun. Do you guys still think Train is CT sided at this level, or do you think it's, you know, seesawing back towards the T side, so to speak? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. We have it up here on my other monitor. Glue Taster equals turns on HLTV. Oh, I could have a look for that. But the game's live, so we'll do it in a little bit. Timbus 12 is actually NA Imfat. Okay. We'll keep an eye on him. BlackJackals, 3-2 split towards the A site. 3 at IVE. Wait, did Chinna see that? We got a little underarm flash. Good timing on the peak. Kapoya. Him and Sinner just fully locking in to pick up every single one of the Ivy members. Adam onto Sumu and Glue Taster is the player to watch. Ooh, is got a good read now on the CT positions, but Timbus picks his moment perfectly. And that's going to be the CTs picking up the pistol. Fathom Gaming in the lead. And we'll see if they can get the ball rolling nice and early here on the counter-terrorist side. BlackJackals, no investment into the second, no plant, and not much else going on for them. Oh, I think there was a body block there. There was. So Kapoya will not be insta-smoking T-Con. Slow creep towards the halls, and oh, okay. There's that nerf in full effect. Looks like there was a bit of moving inaccuracy going crazy. Crosshair looked decent, and there was a chunk of damage done to many of the individuals, but hey, BlackJackals doing God's work to get that plant down. Next buy is going to be great, and that's what you have to focus on here. Easy pickings for the CTs with the tagged up Ts, just tucking away on all the trains. And I swear, like, on the new train, it feels so much more claustrophobic and harder to hold behind oil, behind bomb site. It's not as safe as it used to be. You got to remember the old bomb train had those two incredibly tall parts on it. Now there's just one, which exposes your little noggin, your little head at the back of the train. And oil, likewise, it's kind of like more round on the back, so less areas where you can feel safe when you have to play from sight. It's either you like push forward and take more control, play back Thomas, or just try to get back to the halls and play from, upper or lower ramp. Ooh, there's that pick. Oko taking NA Yimfat out of the fray. And BlackJackals just keeping it slow for the moment. 3-player rotation through pop. And Glue Taste up. He's got a flash in hand. Are we... I thought we were popping the boys out of pop, but we're not doing that. We're just hitting the brakes. Letting the CTs make a move. Who's that? Pinoy swag. Throwing some fake utility towards the halls just to hold those B site players. And we're going to have a 5v2 towards the A site. Adam in the power position on the back of site. And ooh, he has been spotted. Eyes on his spot. And that's the site completely lost. Fathom Gaming. 2-man disadvantage. And make it a third. Kapoya unable to readjust the crosshair. And BlackJackals looking damn good to capitalize and find their first round of the match so far. While G2 hanging around towards that back of Ivy. Just looking to see if he can make his way back in or find an upgrade of sorts. Ooh, seems to do so, but won't escape. Glue Taster pushes camera, cuts him off at the pass. And there will be one M4 carried across for Fathom Gaming into the fourth round. But BlackJackals, they are here. And they are in the game with their first gun round. Cool, calm, and collected into the fourth. Fathom Gaming, everything they could need and more, except Kapoya. He's on a FAMAS. Could be a FAMAS enthusiast, though. And BlackJackals, likewise. Keep the money strong. After that round. Low ramp flash. Kapoya at upper. Decides against the aggression because that's going to be happening for Atom instead. Pushed into T-Con rather, when it's a close molly, which that ain't spreading. Atom's still safe. Resmoke there as well. And him and Glue Taster shoulder to shoulder. Atom makes the first move. No chance at the trade. Flash comes through that tiny bit too late. You could see Glue Taster wanted to re-clear everything around him. Wild G2. Ooh, lovely maneuver around E-Box. Going left, going right, and continuing to fight for the third, but it's Wolfie finding the double. It's all Wolfie this round. He'll have to ace to clutch it out. And Sinner could hear him. Try to lock on. Ooh, an opportunity, but the pop push. It's heard, and Wolfie. No way. Oh, the FAMAS. The bane of Wolfie's existence. It gets the job done. The spacing good enough for the trade. And Wolfie could taste that one. It was just there. It was just there. Unlucky, mate. Unlucky. Some things aren't meant to be. Fathom Gaming, though. Knocking back. Keeping the lead. 3-1. BlackJackals, the flow and effect of losing a fair few members on their round win. You can see that there's just 2 Tech 9s there brought up around the rifles. Ooh. Pop on the ramp. Timbus damn blind. but he will keep on keeping on. Showing us all his perseverance. Adam with the re-smoke and draws attention away while G2 able to activate and trade late. Opted not to fight together, but we'll get more damage done. Big dink onto Pinoy Swag should solidify the round. Incend not hitting the mark. But Pinoy Swag gives himself an opportunity, picking up the A1. Can't hit it. Kapoya at the back of bomb. In a lovely defensive position. Able just to lock in. 4-1 Fathom Gaming. Showing a little more class than BlackJackals. That being said, it is the stronger side statistically. So we'll see if they can keep it together. Irked, mate. We are reading chat. What you got for me? I know you sent that like 10 minutes ago, but hey. I'm focused on the game. Hey, wow. Okay. Timbus. Solid effort. AK retrievable towards lower ramp. Can they get it? Adam won't. Kapoya snatches it away. For his troubles, of course. Lovely hold out of Timbus. And Fathom Gaming. Showing us some more confidence round after round. Seems to be going quite well for them here on train so far. Yeah. Nice shots coming through there. Pinoy Swag. Fending off the aggression. Yeah. While G2 swinging that crosshair around to where it needs to be. Getting the angle onto Glue Taster, who had no idea there was a CT standing in front of him. Too focused on the back of red. And with the two-man advantage, surely it's another for Fathom Gaming. Pinoy so low. Shadow seen. And, oh, that box. So spammable on the edges. Oko. Trad game's good for 2. And has the info on one, if not both of these members. Faking the rotation back 50 seconds. CT's pushing together. The choice is solid. But Oko, whoa, not expecting the second man so close. You saw it again. Another opportunity at a clutch, which would have been a huge one. And much needed. BlackJackals, a second round, would have been ever so sweet, but we're not going to see it. Fathom Gaming. A couple of rounds now where they've only had one alive. So you can see that the economy is starting to get lower for Adam, for Timbus, for Kapoya. But alas, they will go for a heavy reinvestment. Warp online for Atom, who's going to opt to peek up through the smoke, boost over the top of the smoke behind the arch, but there's not an angle. And Wolfie's heard it all. Push from the pop side. Explosion through upper, and it's the full-on pincer. Big info on 3, if not 4, of the CTs, and BlackJackals try to push forward on the other extremity, but Sinner says no. Locks them in for 3 towards A main. And my lord, this is looking incredibly one-sided. I always say that. CS2, it's so streaky. It's just such a streaky game in it. You'll see one team just looking like they are just so much better. And then all of a sudden, this will happen. BlackJackals will rush the B site, start to get a couple of rounds towards the end of the half and make it a 7-5 half. And all of a sudden, the one-sided game turns into a close game and everyone's happy. Sumu, Oko getting all the damage they were looking for. And it is a flawless one. Look at the swing of the economy. 5 Alive could not ask for more for BlackJackals. And if someone could translate whatever that said on the sign, please let me know. Trains in Ukraine, right? I think it's Ukraine. I think I actually Googled this not long ago. Donetsk, Ukraine. There you go. The more you know. Keep that in the trivia for the next time you're out and all of a sudden get Counter-Strike trivia. All right, Wild G2, hoping he doesn't get body blocked this time. That's the lineup, by the way. Oh, is it? Is that the lineup? One of them's the lineup. Is it good? Have we converted? Oh, it's good. It feels like such a waste, though, when you smoke the molly. You know? I feel like there needs to be like more coordination with the team. Just throw HEs instead of mollies. Flash in and Kapoya going aggro again. A lot of success being found by Fathom Gaming, who have been playing an aggressive CT side. It seems to be much more meta as of late. Teams sort of figuring out, okay, the CT side can be powerful. And a couple of these maps kind of lending their hand towards it. Also forcing the Ts to just waste so much utility trying to get map control back. And oh, just like that, BlackJackals going to be running down the A-site players. Wild G2. He's running for dear life. But you keep 2 rifles alive here, you can kind of have a goodbye in the next. Think about it. And Fathom Gaming certainly are. Doubling up towards Ivy. Oh, I thought they were committing to the save. Mate, what's going on? What are you doing? Getting a bit frisky on that one. BlackJackals start to realise, okay, it's another round for us. We need a strong economy to close out the half. I don't know if we're going to search here. Pinoy swag. No, I'm not even looking for it. It's Sumu. Eyes on Ivy, but the CT's both tucked. And it's just the gentleman's agreement. 7-3, BlackJackals starting to pick up the pace. Remember the momentum swing we were literally just talking about? Hey, here we are. It's happening. BlackJackals looking for the Brown Horse control and expecting a pop push. I don't know if they've heard something or what. But Fathom Gaming haven't done too much towards this position for a few rounds. Oh, Sumu ready for the upper swing. And Timbus unaware that he showed some leg around the corner. Repeat punished. And with that pick towards B, BlackJackals, they smell a weak site. Glue Taster just drawing attention still towards the A site, denying any chance at an early rotation for Fathom Gaming. Just keeping them interested. Incend there. Still a smoke and a HE to play with, but Okay, the extinguish was a good idea at the time, but with an MP9 just ripping their heads off, just like that, the round is turned on a dime. Fathom Gaming. Man advantage out of nowhere. Thanking Adam. And with the pop push, the big swing, the info is there. Flash above camera. Setting up Kapoya for the swing, and it's good. 4-1. But the job's not done. 2v2. Kapoya just wants to stop that plant from going down, and it's out in the open. Glue Taster had to fight for it. But there is no time remaining. 5 seconds on the clock. Not allowed to get that done. And now BlackJackals, a possibility to at least get 4. And here's that money we were talking about. A couple of clean rounds allows them to buy into the end of the half. Fathom Gaming, it cost them a pretty penny in the last, but hey, you will take it for sure. 8 on the CT side with the potential of 9. AWP in hand for Atom. Util for everyone. Tactical used. Disconnection, reconnection. Who are we missing? The UI says there's 5. I'm a little lost. Some questions weren't meant to be answered, I guess. Oh, he's back. With arguably a better spawn. Tactical, who knows? But Sumu, look, not the biggest frag up. Needs every advantage he can get. 4 and 9, having a rough day so far at the office. Or peek, front spawn. Boom, denies that pop push. And the yard is going to be controlled by Fathom Gaming, but they're going to have to do it with a numbers disadvantage. Timbus, quite solid on the B side and may get tested again. Molly in hand, jiggling, shadow seen, and awkward bounce. That is one thing that I've noticed with a few places on train. The geometry makes things quite awkward. And this round, getting more and more embarrassing for Fathom Gaming. 2 CTs picked in positions where they're fully untradeable. Sinner and Atom just trying to play off one another here at red. Oh, but Sinner's seen as he makes his way to help. And he's so worried about Ivy. But we know it. Fathom Gaming might not know it. BlackJackals just are not interested in Ivy. Only go in there like once this half, maybe twice. But usually just coming from the front side instead. Atom, trying to dance around. We'll get the flick back. And a third, my lord. He's dancing. He's got 2 left feet, but that's all you need sometimes. Beautifully bringing their way back into the round. The CTs get it done thanks to a huge performance out of Adam. 14 and 7. Big flicks on the stick. Close range AWPing. A masterclass. Oh, that got my blood boiling. That was good. That got me going. Just in time for the second half. Fathom Gaming now on the T side. And BlackJackals stand in their way. Match going to get paused though. Cheeky one. Looks like something's wrong on the BlackJackals side of thing. Need to go for the quick reconnect, quick refresh. Make sure everything's sorted. And then we'll get back into the fun. Let's see just how CT-sided this map is at the current moment. And if it's going to be a quick way back into the game for BlackJackals. I dare say it will boil down to the pistol if Fathom Gaming take this one. It could be game, set, and match real quick. Oh, we are live. Where's Mr. Where's our fifth? Guys. Oh, he's in. Okay, we'll figure this out, guys. There is a phantom in the server. Maybe there's 4? We just saw 5. Did we have a swap? I think we've had a player swap. Someone subbed in. Tag team. CT side specialist. Well, Sumu going to be taken out of the fray. Let's see if Oko can hold on. Okay. Jumping around. Lovely entry path in from Fathom Gaming, and they'll get the trade eventually. 3v4. Oko. Back a sight. Ooh, spraying up a storm. Wolfie and Glue Taster hitting the ground, and it's Pinoy swag to try and get the job done. But unfortunately for them, the job just got that much harder. You needed that pistol to really have a hope to kind of have any opportunity of bringing this one back. And BlackJackals now in between a rock and a hard place. And just an update for you guys as well. There is just, you know, technical issues on our side. So we will have a fun time for the next couple of rounds. Fortunately for you all, you know, it may be over soon. Fathom Gaming, they are hungry for ecos and they know exactly where to find them. At this range, you go outside, you tap heads. And mate, that was what? 15-second round. 16, 17 even. Quick one. 2 rounds needed. Fathom Gaming trying to speed run the second half. We'll go straight into a tactical. And we will be back in just a second. Just sorting something out while there's the pause. As shown, the stream will be resuming soon. The game will be ending soon, I reckon. That's going to be my guess. It feels like there is, you know, there were a lot of early rounds where it could have gone either way, but unfortunately it just, you know, kept going one way and not the other. So that's the way that Counter-Strike works. You got to win them clutches. You got to win them big ones. And I've got good news. HUD's fixed. Up top, high five. Give it to me. Early util, faster approach off the back of a tactical. Fathom Gaming sprinting outside. Again, going quick with it. Atom looking to trade and just trying to feed off of any information. Sinner taking Oko's head off. And they know that there's someone around the bomb train. Pinoy already getting a pick. Nice movement out of Adam, but with that molly, it's forced Pinoy to swing into him, which he wasn't quite ready for. Sinner's position known, and the CTs both just playing off of one another. Doubled up in con. Buddy system's good. Spacing is there to attempt a trade once contact is had. But Sinner happy just to play the patience game. Backs himself into a corner so he can't be flanked. And starts to make a move again. BlackJackals covering each other's backside. As Sinner just hunts for information. Eyes at the back of train. Peeks towards con. But Pinoy swag. Barely tagged up by that one. Molly's there. Ooh, CT's disjointed. There's a chance for the T now. Pinoy goes solo and Wolfie does as well, but it's a little further away. The off angle gets it done. A risky one, but it was a necessity for BlackJackals to win in that situation. It's a long road to go down before we have a conversation about a comeback for BlackJackals. But it's rounds like that, situations like that, 1v1s that they need to win. Okay, faster approach through the halls. Baiting out some of that early util from Wolfie. And it's not taken much to get him to dump his kit. Solo on the B site can certainly be scary here on train. If you get pressured, you can lose the round almost instantly. He has called for a helping hand with Sumu, who's rotated across from camera. Oh, and Glue Taster just playing that pixel line. Trying to spot the aggro. Nice flashing. Coming across from outside of main. And Sumu gets big damage, but runs out of bullets to do the shooting with. Timbus, lovely openings. And Okko has an opportunity, but with the Famus, he's been spotted just barely. Timbus on the back of sight sees him sneaking into the smoke. And it's Wolfie in the 1v4. Fathom Gaming. They might have lost the battle in the previous, but it's getting to the point where they're going to win the war. Sinner finds him on the smoke fade. And one round, all that's needed to close out the final game for the night for us. Map and best of one series points coming through here. BlackJackals back against the wall. And a incredibly lackluster buy. Scout in the mix, couple of upgraded pistols and the MP9. Some util, needs to be mentioned, can still have a good level of efficacy. And Pinway, good tool for the job at this range, but the AK still is always going to have that one-tap potential. No matter the range, you are at Kapoya. Aware that there could be danger on the other side of the smoke there. So we'll fall away. He's solo with the bomb. If he falls, the round can turn on the dime. Oh, shots like that, though. You can't stop that. And hey, Glue Taster, they know his position. He just doesn't know where all the T's are coming from, and they are swarming him. He flashes for himself, but at this range, the MP9 leaves something to be desired. Oh, and that's damage. Mate, what's that? 13-4. Pure dominance being displayed there. And it's a big W. A huge W in the end. So you love to see it. BlackJackals, hey, NT's in the chat for BlackJackals. They did their best. You know, they are just that 5-man roster, and it felt like they had some technical difficulties themselves, but it was Fathom Gaming who went far and beyond and looked like the much better team on train. So yeah, the CT side looked phenomenal from them. Managed to win some of the pivot points, some of the swing rounds, and then the big clutches as well, which kept them in the lead in a very healthy way. And hey, towards the end, it just got a little too tough. BlackJackals just couldn't get anything going in that second half. But I would, again, like to thank you all for joining us here. That is going to be the 3 games done. Congratulations to all the teams that got their W's today. And look, everyone's a winner because we got to watch solid grassroots Counter-Strike coming out of North America for main, for open, and for open. But hey, you guys at home, stay safe, stay well, enjoy your Counter-Strike, and we'll see you soon for another beautiful ESEA League Season 54 broadcast. I'm Mac. Thanks for joining me. Have a good night.
If you wanna be my love, boy, gotta take it slow. If you wanna be my love, I'll show you what you wanna know.
from a previous day. Grab the keys from off the counter, commute into the city, gonna take another hour. Man, I hate trading time for a way. At least I got a home and a job that pays. Faded from color, reaching to find when I wonder how.
You're saying it'll all be fine. Why you sit around and waste your time?
Faded from color, stuck in the backseat and told to drive.
You look like a child. Well, thank you very much, Johnson. I've been very lucky down here. Feeling better than I did up north.
Collars itching, faces twitching, another cup of joe and I'm fine. Come 5, I can burn a fresh dime. Lifting up the burdens, putting weight on my mind. Bet if I didn't chase, didn't embrace distractions, master my lack of faith and break through. Faded from color, reaching to find when I wonder how.
You're saying it'll all be fine. Why you sit around and waste your time?
Faded from color, stuck in the backseat and told to drive. I'm holding out as I fight. I feel my colors wash away. And finding my ground in the light of the hours I can claim. 'Cause in time I restore my complexion and find that I left my distractions behind. In the meantime, I'll blindfold my pride and keep hold of my time like it's gold. Faded from color, reaching to find when I wonder how.
You're saying it'll all be fine. Why you sit around and waste your time?
Faded from color, stuck in the backseat and told to drive. They told me go to what you love. I never knew what that was, but even when I make time, I think of all I've given up. I wish it wouldn't be so hard, 'cause you're the one that gets slighted. You say I don't make time for anyone, and you ask my mind is occupied. It's alright to vent, I understand. Have you ever loved someone but known that there was more? I don't wanna be tied, hanging by your side. I don't wanna be tied, tethered to my pride. Hate to waste your time. Go and live your life. It's something that I've felt for some time. But as a woman, Valentine, go back. Safety nets are overrated. Yeah, if you make one, you will fall. Too much of a temptation.